Hi everyone, it is Osiris, your show host for 15 Minutes of Show. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit special before we do our show. As all of you know, it is Women's History Month, and in my opinion, it should be Women's History Month and Women's History Day every day of the year. However, today my PR manager and I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to give a tribute to a young woman who I have the greatest admiration and respect for. And you reminded me of me as I traveled through my journey and I made it to where I am now. You are just so inspiring, and I wanted to know that you touch the heart of many lives and of many women, from young women to mature women. And I wrote this for you, Amanda Gorman, which is you are my special woman for women's history, and I wanted to acknowledge that. So this is to tribute to Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman. Amanda, my sister, I watched and heard you, felt the gentle sting of truth rise from within your bellowed youth, wrapped in a lush layer of skin, moistened by the sun with gingerbreaded layers of mother and father, keeping time and in good company. We share our journey, our ancestral womb of strong will, our laughter, and our ability in being resilient. We, as an integral part of the non-quitters, flex, lean in, and twist ourselves with meaning and fulfillment. We share our minds full of intelligence, soar with brilliance, and soaked in immeasurable strength of purpose. We share the post-traumatic fallout of those who have marched before us and been slain from eyes that weep for mercy while looking down. We share thighs rubbed with tyranny and placed together by forcible conduct. We share age and her story. My feet, seasoned lines seeped within their souls, stepping 50 years ahead, yours flagging far behind, and rightly so, with fawn-like legs begging to move quicker, but sensibly slowed down in order that they might be discovered by those awoke enough to follow. We share our likes, our richness of music, rhythm, and sound, our hope of dreams and their successful rendering. We share our loud and uplifting voice, our tongues tipped back far enough to form words, sentences, phrases, and paragraphs which touch the many, reflective of sought heart and warm soul. We share our sisters, young and old, far, near, and in between, finding us once again, pushing the saliva of torment towards the open earth, reeking of past lives gone yet filtered by majestic splendor. We share teeth, brightly polished by affliction and anger, with lips full and wide pressed against the cheeks of those kissed by hurt. We share our offering of arms, hugging, reassuring, and healing wounds torn, ripped open, and salted with lies. And that's for you, my darling, wherever you are. I hope it gets to you. It's from my heart to yours. Thank you. Hey everybody, it is your host Osiris Munir with 15 Minutes to Show, and you know how we always like to do it live. We do it live from the Nirvana studios here in Hollywood. We love that we're here today. Today we have a very special guest. She is an artist in her own right. She's an author, photojournalist. She is a trendsetter and influencer. She is an all-around girl. Her name is Osiris Munir, and we are more than happy to have her in her studios today. She's actually traveling a little bit today, so we got her live and we wanted to hear what she had to say about her artistry and how she came to be an artist. And you know, we like to do it live, so thank you for taking away from your busy schedule to come here and keep us entertained. So let me get into the questions. So your new book, Nita, I had a chance to read a little bit of it. And in the book, by the way, a great book, in the book, you talk about how art found you. What do you mean by art found you? Most of the time, people know that they want to be an artist, and you said art found you. So can you explain a little bit about that to us? Well, Nita was just kind of came out of me some kind of unexpected way. Somebody came to my home, as they did for my art, had me take everything out of closets and things like that, and just kind of, let's see, it kind of just, I can't really explain, but I do know that I didn't really like art. For some reason, maybe it's because of what happened to me as a kid. My dad snatched me off the stage and all of that kind of thing, but I had some kind of resistance to being an artist. Even now, I don't really like calling myself an artist, although I am able to express the things in the way I can express. Art called me, not the other way around. I never woke up one day and say, look, I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to be an artist, you know, nothing like that. It just one day I was sitting in my living room and some voice spoke to me. I thought I was crazy, you know, but I did hear a voice and it said, you have something to say, and I've been saying that something with a paintbrush ever since. Also, you mentioned in your book, it's just so full of information about you and your journey and how you developed your own voice. So also in your book, you mentioned that art found you, but how did you develop your style and the kind of artist as you are? You say you call yourself I believe you are an intuitive, abstract expressionist. Just where and why did you name yourself that? I mean, why are you did you call yourself that, or did someone call you that or give you that kind of label as an artist? Let's talk a little bit about that. When I first got the urge to express myself on canvas, rocks, wood, whatever I could find myself to express, I didn't exactly know what I was doing. I actually started off by watching, I believe one of my neighbors told me, wow, I think you can paint, girlfriend. And I said, really? She said, yeah, and so she turned me on to Bob Ross. I'd never heard of Bob Ross. He looked like a white guy with a big old afro. I thought it was really funny. So I started to watch the show, and he kind of, you know, tutored a little bit about different brushes and things like that. I even tried to take an art class here at the Barnes Art Center, and I not only couldn't afford the class, I didn't have the time to take the class, and I couldn't afford the class, so I continued to try to develop my own style by watching videos on YouTube and you know, listening to other artists and kind of like going into the artist community, but still kind of dragging my feet like I wasn't really an artist yet. So you were saying that you were inspired, you were standing, you talk about how you became an artist and how you heard something talk to you, or you were inspired by some something spoke to you, I believe you said, and you kind of followed your intuition and a series of things happened. So let's talk somewhat about that, where your inspiration came from. Oh man, I get my inspiration everywhere, from watching somebody on TV in a movie, watching a kid play in a yard, seeing leaves run across the ground, seeing dirt blown up in the air, you know, watching a couple kiss, watching people fight, Everywhere. I get my inspiration from everywhere. I love tarot, I love metaphysics, I love astrology, I love all kinds of stuff that's, that has to do with the underworkings of life, not just kind of what we see on the surface, but the underworkings. So I will say that tarot cards, other people's drawings sometimes. It could be a conversation I heard over the phone that inspires me, or I looked at a documentary and I got inspired. But my inspiration comes sporadically. Like I'll be sitting down, it could be 3 or 4 in the morning, and if the artist in me urges me to go in there and start painting, then that's what I do. So where can we find more about you? Our show is only 15 minutes and I would absolutely love to talk to you, but where can we find out more about you? Your books, your show. I mean, you're just all over the place and such a influencer, and we really appreciate you taking the time out to come and talk to our cameras today in our 15-minute studio. Where can we find out more about you? Yeah, thank you so much, Osiris, for having me on 15 Minutes to Show, and thanks to the Nirvana Studios in Hollywood for making it possible for us to get together, and I appreciate that. But where can we pick up your new book? You can find my book anywhere online, Amazon.com. Also, Barnes & Noble is the distribution. If you go through Barnes & Noble, you will have to order the book. I'm told that it stays sold out, which is a good thing. Thank you so much for your support. Also, you can find the book on my site, expressinabstract.net. That's express, like the word express, the word in, and the word abstract.net. Also, I have a blog. It is Ankh Entertainment. It's one word, Ankh. Like Egyptian Ankh, for those of you that know your Egyptology. It's A-N-K-H, and then the word entertainment, the word one, and .net. And also check out me when I do my 15-minute show. I do my thing, and we have some really interesting guests on there. And then also, don't forget to spice me up and lift me up on my painting and all the things that I'm doing. I really enjoy all of you out there. You help to inspire me, and I appreciate it. You out there that want to keep up with the artist Osiris Munir. She's a photojournalist. She is a painter, an abstract expressionist artist, intuitive. She has her own show. I mean, come on, she's an influencer. So for those of you that want to keep up more with her, you can find her book, Nita, her new biography. It's about her life story, which is very interesting. Barnes & Noble, can be found on any of the online distributors. That's Amazon, any of your other book companies. You can find her book online. Also, her painting exhibitions are at the Hammond Museum. Just go online and you will see her name, Osiris Munir Hammond Museum. And for her television show, 15 Minutes to Show, you can also go online and find that under her YouTube channel. Expressinabstract.net is her website, and her blog, ankentertainment.net. So, for those of you that don't know who I am Osiris Munir, your show host for the show, 15 Minutes to Show. Thank you for joining us today with our lovely artist, Osiris Munir, and for us giving your time. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you, 15 minutes. I'll see you, Osiris. Bye. Also, go on YouTube. Don't forget to check us out. Check me out on 15 Minutes to Show. Also, ankentertainment1.net and expressinabstract.net. You know you want to. Meanwhile, we'll see you next time.